Personnel? We'll have the minutes, the motion for the minutes. Okay, second. Anybody opposed? Unanimous, okay. Can I get a roll call, who's here?
Sure, Mr. Chairman. Ethier?
Here.
Coon?
Here.
Drake? Grimm? Joyce? Vakakis? Reedy?
Here.
Simpson? Ward?
Here.
Five present, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. First resolution?
Item 2 is authorizing the Albany County Sheriff to consider out-of-county applicants for the positions of full-time and part-time paramedics and full-time and part-time emergency medical technicians for the county's advanced life support and EMT programs.
Sheriff?
Mr. Chairman, thank you. Once again, we've exhausted our list, we've exhausted all means, and we're requesting permission to go outside to hire our EMTs and our paramedics again. Retention and recruitment's always been hard in this category, especially for our medics, based on the salary. There's no easier way to say it. And they're grossly underpaid, and it's something that we've really got to address.
I agree with you 100%, especially the underpaid and stuff. The whole county's underpaid, except for certain individuals.
Sorry.
Well, I think you're saying that these people in particular are underpaid.
Correct.
Yes, sir.
Normally we do this for 1 year. I know that this has been a recurring issue with this position, but do we want to keep it to 1 year? I think it's.
Yes, I would say that, yes. This seems to work better with 1 year. Any questions for the sheriff? Take a motion. Second. Anybody opposed? It's unanimous. Thank you, Sheriff.
Thank you. Have a great night.
You too.
Item 3 is authorizing the Department of Health to consider out-of-county applicants for the position of Assistant Director of Environmental Health.
Good evening.
Thank you, Sheriff.
So we are in a similar position, and we have tried to hire for this position, which does have a particular skill set, and have not been able to hire. The position has been vacant for nearly a year, and it is an important position that we need to fill, dealing with water safety and many other environmental concerns.
Who's been doing it for the year? We had nobody.
So we have neither a director of environmental health right now, nor do we have an assistant director for environmental health right now. So we currently have someone who is a retired former state health department worker who is standing in and working per diem and trying to assume both of those responsibilities.
For the whole year now, right? As you said?
Since, I believe it was November.
Sean?
I know that this is a very important position. I've worked with the former director and assistant director many years, and both of them were there many years, did a great job.
They were, yeah.
I was really shocked when I saw this, because I would figure there would be many, not only interested, but applicants for this job.
No.
What is the issue?
So, there's a couple of things. If you look at the minimum qualifications, you have to have a bachelor's degree from regionally accredited, an engineering degree. You have to have had supervisory experience. You have to be familiar with, the sanitary code and a lot of the responsibilities that, we look to someone that hopefully has some expertise in water. So it's a particular skill set.
Yeah, no, I definitely get that. I mean, you do water, sewer, that
Yep.
program or something.
Yeah, yep.
I think they've done household inspections in the past, there is a lot to it. But I was just shocked. Is it an issue where we're getting applicants but they aren't qualified, or they don't meet that skill set?
Yes, correct.
So we have that, actually applicants,
We've had a couple of applicants.
We've had a couple of applicants who don't meet the skill set, and we also do have a lot of competition with the state health department. They're hiring for most of the same positions, and they pay their staff.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
so that becomes a salary issue.
and salary issues are a huge problem. We lost up to 20% of our staff during the pandemic, and we continue try to retain and recruit, and that is always a problem for us.
What are the salaries? So are we still looking for a director, or is that a temporary fill?
We are still looking for a director.
Okay. What are the salaries of those positions now? Do you know?
The director is at 105 for 2021, and the assistant director is at 88. 2021.
I mean, that's not bad.
It's not bad if you compare it to the state health department, though it's significantly less.
It is.
Yep.
Commissioner, how do you go and look for these people for these jobs? How do you advertise it?
So we post them via Indeed. We share this with, many partners that we know from public health around the area. Shannon, do you?
We posted through the School of Public Health over at SUNY. As Dr. Willen mentioned, we posted through NYSHO, and they posted statewide for anyone who wants to move to Albany County. Indeed, newspaper, Times Union.
How many applications have we received since it's been vacant?
I don't know the number. I don't have that number.
I would say less than 10.
So what would, somebody that graduated from SUNY's public health program with a master's, I mean, what would they get at the state, entry level, right out of school? I'm not saying that they would be director material.
Well, again, it depends. There's so many different areas within the state health department. And if you're starting, most of these positions require supervisory experience for more than 3 years. So they would not, somebody just out of SUNY School of Public Health wouldn't be eligible for a supervisory position like this. But we have lost staff at the department who have been with us for a number of years, who have gone to work for, that have had experience in Masters in Public Health that would make $150,000 or $160,000 a year at the state.
That's substantial.
It is substantially different. Yeah, it's not a matter of $10,000, it's significant.
Yeah, I was trying to find a range of where we.
Yep. And again, that's not, I want to
No, I
clear, that's not somebody who's just out of school of public health. That would be somebody who has been with us, has a master's in public health, and has had that supervisory and programmatic experience.
Mhm. But it sounds to me like, somebody that did have even a couple of years' experience, even if it wasn't supervisor, they could go to the state and make a lot more than even the director.
That's correct, yes.
Did you bring this to our attention before about this position?
Not necessarily this position. There have been other positions that we've come forward about out-of-county hires. I know
Not for this one in particular, this is the first time
yes, because we've had somebody in this position for many, many years.
Actually, you lost 3 and 5 years that were there for many, many years.
We've lost a lot, yeah, and we have a lot of staff that are kind of approaching retirement age, so it's a consideration.
Right. Now, if we were to pass this waiver, do we have an applicant pool that already applied?
We do. Mhm.
All right.
Who's in that pool now from outside the county?
So we have someone that has been at the state health department who in fact is interested in coming and working with us.
What would be the harm in we held off for another month? To reach out further?
Yeah, I honestly think we've done everything that we can to recruit for this position. And I do not think that, I think that there will be significant detriment. The person that we have currently filling both of these roles is not able to work full-time, so there's a tremendous burden on that particular division at this time, and we need the hands. We really do need it.
And the person is currently retired, so now the constraint is back, and she can only make a certain amount of money while taking retirement.
Mr. Chair, I am familiar with this department. I worked with them a lot. My job I just retired from, and it has been a trying year. There's a lot of projects. Every development project, the Albany County Health Department contracts with DEC for what they call sewer offset projects. There's a lot of what's going on right now, and that's something that they would have direct oversight of. And that for the last year, if you talk to Gary Nathan, he would probably tell you the same thing. It has been an issue for a while, so if everybody is in agreement, I would say we try it for, give me a year waiver. I don't mind doing that. It sounds to me like we made an effort here to get somebody to play.
We truly have made an effort.
That's the problem I'm having. I don't know how much, with all due respect, I don't know how much effort you made. That's just me personally.
What else could we do? We've reached out to the state health department, we've reached out to the New York State Association of County Health Officials. We have contacted other community partners that we know about. We've contacted the School of Public Health. We have advertised in the Times Union. We have advertised via Indeed. What else could we do? Respectfully. I mean,
think a lot of
really,
things you could probably do.
we really have combed the county. I can assure you of that.
Mr. Chair?
Yeah.
I don't think they really come asking us, it's like a last resort, you know, they don't want to come here and ask us this.
I realize it, but there's something when we passed that law about outside the county stuff.
I
That's-
agree,
that's
it's
the
important,
different
but,
reason.
but we
We
also
got
need
three
sewer
hundred thousand
projects.
people in Albany County, there's nobody that can do this type of job.
We do live butt right up against another county, like, there's plenty of people who live in Troy and work in Albany, and it's very close, it's not like it's 40 miles away.
I'm well aware of what it's like.
I would not be understating the case if I was to tell you right now our staffing is at a crisis level.
Why is that?
It is an ongoing process. People have been burned out during the pandemic. We have had to have people work around the clock, 7 days a week, for a prolonged period of time. So people that wanted to retire, retired. People that wanted to leave, left, and people that got much better opportunities at the state for better reimbursement, left as well. I too feel like our employees are not reimbursed to the degree that they should be when you consider that our staff is highly professional. We have registered nurses, we have, master's prepared individuals, we have medical people, so it's difficult. It is very difficult.
It sounds like what you are describing is almost like there's a potential cascade here, where if you don't get people into these positions, you're gonna burn out other people, and it's just gonna get worse and worse and
Absolutely.
worse.
Yes, and we're not unique to this. It's not unique to Albany County. It is unique, it is a problem that most local health departments are facing in the face of what we have done during the COVID pandemic and continue to do.
And I've gotta imagine, while it's been hard on all kinds of people, this has been particularly stressful and trying on the health department. And I can imagine that
It
there's
has been.
concerns about burnout and people leaving, and not having people in positions where we need them is only gonna exacerbate that.
Yes.
So I certainly feel more than comfortable that you guys have done everything you can, and I'll support this.
Commissioner, how many positions do you think there's opening now in the health department because of what you're talking about?
We have about 20 vacancies.
20 vacancies?
Yes, and the staff is under 100.
So we would prepare right now to hire 20 people if we had them?
If we have
We would
them.
put them on that, we would put them on right now?
Yep.
Entertain a motion?
Yes, please.
Any
Second?
more questions? Anybody opposed?
This will be 1 year.
1 year. You realize that, Commissioner, it's a 1 year thing?
I do realize it.
Hopefully.
Okay, all, everybody in favor, it's unanimous?
Yes.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Thank you.
Thanks, Dr. Whalen.
Have a motion adjourned? Thank you, everybody.
Everybody.